It's called a promo,
Shut
kid.
your
And
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it. So go ahead.
You ready? No! I said, are you ready?
That was good. Glad you finally decided to pull that giant stick out of your butt and have some fun for once in your life.
You're uneducated marks! You sit there on your phones tweeting out your opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. You don't know shit!
And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon's dead.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the FTW champion, Hook. Congratulations regaining your title at AEW All in London. How does this championship run feel different? Orange Cassidy, hi.
Hey,
What's up?
I don't know. I'm just walking around and I saw Hook here all mad about something. What do you gotta be mad about? You're here, you can wrestle, you don't have tape all over your body, and you have a championship. I used to have a championship. You're a great champion. Thanks, man. You are too.
Are you doing okay?
I'm still so tired.
Yeah.
He's still so tired, but we love him. And that's why we got to talk about him for 30 minutes.
We gotta talk about him, but not only just him.
Not only just him. No, this is subjected around two people, which I didn't have a ready LA Knight promo, but I always wanted to start with an Orange Cassidy clip.
Let me talk to you.
Oh.
LA Knight and Orange Cassidy. Maybe people get this, maybe they don't, but when I thought about this last week, I said, these two are more similar than I think people might realize.
But on what accounts are they similar?
The fact that, first of all, both came in with gimmicks that I think the hardcore scene really frowned upon. Obviously, you got Orange Cassidy, the sloth style, hands in the pockets. A lot of people said he made a mockery of wrestling.
A lot of people did. A lot of people really did.
And then you got LA Knight, who... Yeah. Came in and he really climbed to fame when he started doing things like The Rock, like Stone Cold, and a lot of people called him a copycat, and, he is.
I called him a bootleg.
But there's something about these two that have endeared them to the audiences so well.
I think it's because that's just what the audience does, is get over on bootlegs. I'm saying this as somebody who runs a bootleg belt business. Triple B, baby. It's easy to just have something similar, something carbon copy, and have it get just as over as it did the original time. I mean, look at Hollywood, look at film. Like, we literally revamp everything and have it get more money. It draws more money, and I'm not saying LA Knight draws more money than The Rock. Jeez, would I ever say that? But I'm saying people buy into what you sell if you keep selling what sells.
That's fair.
Now, the argument with me is, and why I accepted this topic, is because Orange Cassidy and LA Knight are similar, and also I believe that Orange Cassidy should be elevated to the level that LA Knight is. Orange Cassidy should be as over in AEW as LA Knight is in WWE.
Are you saying he's not?
I'm not saying that he's not. So, okay, let me rephrase that, because he is that over, but he's not in that same position. Like, I see LA Knight within the next 3 to 6 months in the world title picture. Truthfully, I don't see Orange Cassidy.
When I came with this topic, I was the exact opposite. I said LA Knight's gonna fade out. They're gonna try and capitalize, and either he's gonna fail, or the fans are gonna move on, or they're just not gonna give him a world title a world title. Like,
interesting. Other way around. I like that, because I see LA Knight as over as he is, being in a world title picture. Orange Cassidy, I see continuing to be as over as he is, but not being elevated to that same position.
I feel like both companies have a little bit of more specific what they're looking for the world title picture. Right now, the WWE world title picture is very narrow.
Yeah,
very narrow. And so, I thought LA Knight, there's no way he can fit in here, and now even more so with The Rock coming back. With CM Punk possibly coming, like there's no room for him now. But AEW on the other hand, I saw, they're willing to give a chance to people here and there. I feel like Cassidy could potentially be in that world title picture, maybe even win it.
He's proven that he can, definitely. I don't see it, and I hope I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong, because also to the conversation that I don't know how you feel about it or not, in the ring, as far as technical wrestling, Orange Cassidy could wrestle a circle around LA Knight. Maybe not circles, but at least a circle.
I've often had people come and be like, I don't see what's so good about this LA Knight guy in the ring, and it's like, that's fair, because LA Knight in the ring, he's not bad. I think we can all agree LA Knight not bad.
Yeah,
but
because it's kind of like, that's kind of just a irrelevant term, because what's bad? I mean, they're all professionals.
Bad is when you botch every single move, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And, don't get me wrong, he has botched a few moves. Some his fault, some not. But that happens. It's when, every match you start, going out there, and when you can feel it.
Yeah.
When you can feel that a wrestler's not giving their all, that to me is bad. Why are you even here if you're not going to at least, put in... It's like any other job. If you really love something, you're going to put in the full effort. If you really be successful, I think you're going to put in the full effort.
There's a Stone Cold interview exactly like that, where he's talking about working at McDonald's. He's like, if I'm going to work at McDonald's, I'm going to be the best damn burger flipper there ever was. And I was like, fuck yeah. I'll pull it up later.
Oddly relevant.
I have another video in the queue before then, but that was the one point for me definitely to bring up, was how Orange Cassidy not only can hold that kind of position, but in the ring proves that he can be that guy, because dude, he low-key can fucking wrestle.
Oh yeah, I think what Cassidy has in ring acumen, LA Knight has. I see a lot of potential in LA Knight.
Yeah.
Just from that one promo he did that week of the Bray Wyatt tribute.
And yeah, we had talked about that on that week's episode, because that was the one time that I was really behind him, and I wish he had incorporated more of that into his character and what he's doing now. Which all this kind of ties all back around into the video I have in the sync right now. Because your claim is that you don't see LA Knight being pushed to that championship position, that world title picture, correct?
I see them starting it. Obviously, we have a hint of it right now, but I don't see them following through.
Because this was last night. Let's turn this one up here. No pumped in fake noise here. This is all authentic. I put it in there myself. Oh, a joke.
Let me talk to you.
Oh.
On the day I set foot in SmackDown, I told everybody, I said, I am coming for gold. So I look at the top of this mountain here in the WWE, and I see all the different options. And I got to tell you, it doesn't matter if it's Rey Mysterio. It doesn't matter if it's Gunther. It doesn't make a difference if it's Seth Rollins, and it damn sure doesn't matter if it's Roman Reigns.
The big dog.
You got to understand something. It ain't just a catchphrase. I'm easily top 2, and I ain't number 2. Yeah? Because whose game is it with everybody saying, yeah.
He continues to grow with confidence.
Was LA Knight on the top 500 list?
Was he what?
Was LA Knight on the PWI top 500? We
yes,
just went
he
over.
was. We
I
just
couldn't
went over.
remember.
Yes, he was.
There was
He
so many names.
He was pretty low. No, actually, I think he was actually somewhat up there.
Orange
But-
Cassidy was up there as well.
But the argument that LA Knight has done a few things here and there, he obviously has some athleticism to him. That he does a lot of jumping up the ropes. He has a spot where he jumps up the ropes and superplexes people. He can do the over the rope shoulder tackle. Yes, I've completely analyzed his entire moveset. Don't
Hell
ask
yeah.
why.
So I know his set.
But Cassidy is just another beast. Just a complete other beast.
Man.
And but the whole argument for me was that AEW has room, especially now with, CM Punk gone. They have room to where they can give Cassidy maybe a short reign, maybe a longer reign, who knows, but a reign nonetheless. Whereas LA Knight, I definitely feel like with Cody, Roman, possibly CM Punk, possibly The Rock in the conversation.
We cannot not bring up CM Punk in an episode. I hate that about him, that he's that toxic that you can't not mention him. But it is a real rumor that's going around.
It is, and
it does affect a lot.
Exactly. But
Let's follow some people back on the wrestling Twitter. Continue.
if LA Knight can take what he had in that promo with Bray Wyatt tribute, put it into his character, and then maybe get a few more moves in his moveset, start, pulling out some crazy stuff, I might actually put him a little bit higher in likelihood. But Cassidy, I think he's right where he needs to be. The only thing that gets me about Cassidy right now, because the question I was going to pose is, where do you see them in 1 year's time?
Ooh, 1 year. Because I was talking about 3 to 6 months. In 1 year's time, I see LA Knight, if not at the top in the championship picture, or having been at least 2 to 3 times. Because even if he doesn't win Universal title, I have no doubt they're going to put him in that picture. You know what I mean? And Orange Cassidy, within a year's time, I could admit I see him being in the world title picture at least 2 or 3 times as well. But within the next 3 to 6 months, I question. So, later within a year, I feel like there's still some development in Backstage's mind, because I don't personally believe development is needed for either. I think they're both green light, ready to go, all in. But that's me. I don't think that everybody sees it how I do.
The one thing that the Orange Cassidy, I think, has against him, even on that end, is I think his current character arc, he seems like he just needs a rest.
I'm so tired, man.
He needs a big sabbatical.
That's why I started it this way.
I'm still so tired.
That way, he comes back and don't change anything about him. Just give him more fire. I know some people might say, "Oh, let's see what a heel Orange Cassidy looks like." I don't think so. He just needs more fire. Go in there and get that title. Now, LA Knight.
Yeah.
I think we go the sneaky route. I think he pulls some heel stuff out.
You think?
I think so.
Man.
As
long as he doesn't show up drunk.
I think if we can get to the point where they will cheer him even though he's a heel, that's where he really shines.
Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's do it. Oh, wait. Hey, don't play this ad. We're not getting paid. We're not playing. You gotta pay to play with the ads. Sorry.
Exactly.
Merry Christmas indeed. Oh.
Eli Drake's Shoes of a Champion promo.
Yeah.
He was doing it before WWE.
Excuse me 1 second. Don't you go anywhere. I know you hate when this happens. Don't you leave. You get so hot about it. Yeah.
That is obnoxious.
That's obnoxious. He was pushing it that hard.
Everybody! Let me talk to you.
He is drinking champagne.
You want this back now? Yeah. I'm gonna
to break down the fourth wall for a second here. You can hold this again. This guy comes out here and he does a comedy show between the whole damn thing before when we're doing our takes here. Hold on. How about a couple drinks? Excuse me a second. But this guy's out here doing all his comedy stuff. When I'm here, you don't do comedy, okay? Yeah. But look.
Wow.
Wow.
I got to tell you, Christmas time is here again. Yeah.
Oh my, this is
And what that means is we got a new year coming around the
terrible.
corner, right?
What I was saying about development.
Right? Yeah.
Stop.
Now with 2020 coming along, it's a new decade. It's a new year. And what that means for me is new goals. But I ain't one to make New Year's resolutions. What I believe in is, brother, new year.
Oh, he's chugging that champagne bottle. Chugging a big ass bottle of champagne.
You want to swig?
Yeah, so am I. New year, new goals, and guess what I'm looking at? Goals? What's that sound like? Gold. Yeah.
That's this.
It does sound like gold.
I guess so. Oh,
I tell you, look at something. Cameraman, make sure you get this. You see these shoes on my feet here? Go ahead and get down and get them. These right here are the shoes of a champion. This jacket right here, shoes of a champion. So I got to tell you.
His jacket is
Wait, did I
also
say shoes
shoes.
of a champion?
And his champagne is a lot of booze.
Oh boy! I'll put it to you like this: 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 32-on-1, 100-2-on-1. I got it.
That's a
all
slobber
right.
knocker.
That's not an insult. It's just a fact of life, right?
it's the fact of life.
Man.
I think so.
Eli Drake, everybody.
People often say that WWE neuters characters or stunts character growth or holds people back. I think this is an example of WWE putting the reins on someone and it working. Because if I heard that, I didn't follow him in Impact. I'm going to be perfectly honest. If I would have heard that, I would have said, this guy is annoying, get him off my TV.
You gotta develop the character, and I'm glad he did it somewhere else. Like a lot of the times you try to do that in NXT. NXT isn't the like breeding ground anymore. It's its own brand.
Yes.
So that's why a lot of people are doing better coming off the independents and bringing that gimmick off of the independents.
I see that. I remember, I've already told this story. The first time I saw him, it was a takeover. The pre-show, he came out and he was on the panel with two of the other people, and he was just doing his thing, introducing himself, the megastar. I don't think he was quite doing the and the let me talk to you yet, but he was getting there.
Let me bother you.
Let me bother you.
Let me annoy you with my words.
But it's crazy because
How old is he?
both him and Cassidy, there was a point where I said, oh, they're both growing character-wise. That promo that week of the Bray Wyatt tribute, and then Cassidy coming in there and, getting that fire under him, but also being like, you know what? I'm tired, man.
Do you know how old Orange Cassidy is?
How old is Orange Cassidy?
Because I do know, and I'm about to fact check. Last I checked, he was 39 years old. He might be 40 now.
What?
Yeah, Orange Cassidy is just about 40 years old. Here's what's going to add to the conversation that I don't know if you know. LA Knight is also 40 years old.
Yes, I knew that. That's a lot of people have said that. Like,
they're literally in the same age realm as well. So not only are they guys that are coming up now in the industry, in the major parts of the industry, but also they're guys that aren't young bucks. Like,
no, this is the do or die for them, definitely.
literally, and that's why they're doing and dying doing.
And I think that's why you can see it when Cassidy goes out, and you can see it when LA Knight goes out. They both have this passion, this fire.
Yeah, he's still 39. He was born on May the 4th,
Still, I mean, that's up there.
That's crazy.
That is pretty insane.
Oh, that's lazy and crazy.
Yeah, not.
I'm just rhyming words for no reason. Bam, wham, wham, wham. That's my impression of Orange Cassidy's theme song.
I don't even have the right
It's
rhythm.
inspiring. Dun, 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 dun.
All I know is I'm behind both of these guys. I know you're not really a big fan of LA Knights,
No, but everyone else is, and I respect everyone else's opinions.
and I would love to see them both succeed. But to put a little cynicism in there, it's not very often you always get what you want.
You can't always get what you want. That's what the song says, but no one ever listens to the songs.
I feel like one will ascend and one will crumble. That's always my thinking on things.
Let's see here. I hate that this is being harder to find than I want it to be, but that's okay because I got time.
Yeah.
What's funny is I remember when I first saw Orange Cassidy, I was like, what is this? And all I saw was a guy doing shit with hands in his pocket, like diving out of the ring with his hands in his pocket. And I was like, impressive, but why?
See, when I first saw Orange Cassidy, I was first being introduced to AEW, but I had seen a little bit from clips and stuff of him, and I was like, okay, this guy's a comedy guy. Okay, I get it. I'm behind it. I watch it with my brother, my older brother sometimes. He was not for Orange Cassidy. Like, he didn't understand, I don't think.
Yeah, neither was Alyssa, my girlfriend. She definitely was not for him, and then she became the biggest fucking fan. And again, the more you watch him in the ring, the more you realize, like, oh, this guy can really wrestle.
Yes, he's not just hands in the pockets guy. He is really good, and there's so many people I'd love to see him wrestle.
Man, this is hard to find.
Sometimes the words are hard to find too.
Can I like keyword search within messages? Because that would be solid.
I don't know.
It's okay. Moving on.
Moving on up. Sorry.
What I noticed too, on that same subject, I'll read on the internet or like I'll go into YouTube comments and I'll see people saying like, I wasn't watching pro wrestling or I wasn't watching wrestling at all for years, and then I saw this clip of Orange Cassidy and now I'm really into it. Like his style, this sloth style, this fucking awesome name. This sloth style really got some people back into wrestling.
It's crazy because it's something that you haven't seen before. And I think if thinking about it, I feel like LA Knight has a similar thing. He might have gotten some of the older fans back into wrestling because they're reminded of that, The Rock and Stone Cold. The really good question is, now that The Rock is back, is there a place for LA Knight?
That's a really good question. Do you do like some sort of reinvention?
Because I noticed
Keyword search for the win.
LA Knight and The Rock had no interaction on this show. And I expected them to.
Wow. I mean, like you could see it, but I feel like, yeah, it steps on either one of their toes fundamentally with their character, with the way their characters are built. And again, with LA Knight being so similar, like, yeah, it might kill his momentum to put him against the Great One.
Yes.
Put him face to face against him and be like, here's the original, here's the bootleg. And that's like the big finishing argument between these two, and why I think Orange Cassidy should be pushed more than LA Knight is because Orange Cassidy is original in the sense of nobody else is like him.
That is very fair. I think if I had to choose between the two, I think I would definitely choose Orange Cassidy. And I'm the WWE guy here.
Oh, man.
But I do want to see both succeed at least.
Of course. I don't want to see anybody fail unless that person is
a terrible
Baron
human
Corbin. Yeah. We said it at the same time. So we said the exact same thing at the exact same time. Acceptable answer would have been All Ego Ryback.
All Ego
Yeah.
Ryback.
I think it's Ethan Page, but it's actually Ryback who
My God.
his ego is the size of fucking what's a really big mountain? Mount Everest.
Everest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not climbing that.
All right, what's this clip you got?
I love that the keyword search worked. I just went into my text messages and keyword searched because I know I put it in my messages. Is it gonna play in mini form? That's awesome.
As long as it's not another Eli Drake promo.
Unmute your stuff.
At anything you can do. You know, if I'm in a McDonald's flipping hamburgers, I'm gonna be the best goddamn
Oh man, the video fucked up. It's okay.
My competitive spirit is to be the best at anything you can do. You know, if I'm in a McDonald's flipping hamburgers, I'm gonna be the best goddamn hamburger flipper they got. When I got a guy putting a ceiling on what I can be or saying that I can't do something, well, that's when you fucked up, because I'll prove your ass wrong every single time, because I ain't afraid of hard work, and I'll outwork every motherfucker that there is to get where I want to go.
Amen. Sorry it fucked up the first time, but that's why I just hit replay. Technical difficulties happen.
They do.
That's the clip I was talking about earlier with Stone Cold talking about working at McDonald's. I'm gonna be the best damn hamburger flipper they got. Hell yeah, brother, me too.
Hell yeah. Now, the question I have is, what happens 3 months from now? Like, in the immediate future, what do each of them do?
3 months from now, Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends win the trios titles, drop them within 2 weeks. Orange Cassidy goes on a solo run for the TNT Championship.
Okay.
I'll let you know at that point if he's gonna win it or not. LA Knight, I don't know, man, because like I could see it going so many different directions. But honestly, wait, what month are we in? Let me do a little bit of math, because you said 3 months, correct?
Yeah, we're in September right now.
Ah, man, 3 months is a little short for what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Let me expand it a little bit for LA Knight, because I think LA Knight has a chance to win the Royal Rumble. That's what I'm thinking.
That was my pick too before we introduced Rock into the equation. Right now, what do you do here? You have... Let me just lay out all the titles on the line right now, right? Roman Universal, Seth Heavyweight.
I forget Roman Reigns is in there.
Yeah, Gunther Intercontinental, Ray United States. As of now,
Not feeling that one.
Ray in the United States, I'm going to put this out there right now. Santos will win that title from him.
I'm hoping so, because I'm not really liking what they're doing with it on Rey Mysterio, but I feel like they put it on him for this reason, to elevate Santos Escobar, so I feel like this is what it was meant for.
And it's sad because that's the title that I could definitely see LA Knight winning in the immediate future, but...
I've always said Cody Rhodes literally looks built for that title, and I mean, same thing. And I don't know what that is behind that. We could dig deeper into that, but I don't think we definitely shouldn't dig deeper into why that they just look good with that title. I guess it's like a Harley Race thing. Like, you just look good with a certain title.
And since there is a brand split, kind of, sort of.
Well, loosely.
Like, you can't just put LA Knight on Raw and be like, okay, he's going with the IC title next.
No, but I can see LA Knight going a lot further than just winning a title and winning the Royal Rumble. Like, I don't think where his potential goes is limited to winning a title. Brain short-circuited. That said, I think overall, based on this discussion, we can say that the winner of the battle, if we want to pit them against each other, the winner of the battle is indeed Orange Cassidy. My boy Orange Cassidy deserves to get the push.
Yes, I can agree with that.
That's the first episode of Push, or what? I don't even have a name for it. Push or Payback.
Push or Payback?
That's fucking shit.
We'll come up with something.
Push or Gush. It's fucking funny. I closed it. Oh man, I fucked up again. It's okay. I like it.